Hezbollah leader Sheikh Naim Qassem announced support for the Syrian government as rebel forces escalate their offensives. He accused the US and Israel of provoking aggression and warned of a dangerous Israeli project in the Middle East, following recent rebel gains in Homs. In a recent phone call, Turkish President Erdogan and UN Secretary-General Guterres discussed Syria's instability. Erdogan emphasized Turkey's commitment to preventing civilian casualties, while Guterres highlighted the urgent need for humanitarian access and a political solution to the ongoing conflict. An Israeli airstrike in the southern Lebanese village of Eitraun injured 5 people, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry. The attack damaged several houses. Tensions remain high despite a recent ceasefire agreement aimed at halting hostilities between Israel and Hezbollah. Syria's Defense Minister Ali Mahmoud Abbas announced the army's strategic readiness to reclaim territories lost to rebels, emphasizing recent withdrawals as tactical moves to protect civilians. He reassured the public of the military's commitment to stability amid ongoing battles against rebel forces. UN humanitarian officials expressed deep concern over rising hostilities in northwest Syria, leading to tens of thousands displaced. Key aid efforts are underway, with the World Food Programme scaling up operations to support those affected by the ongoing conflict. At least 15 Palestinians have died in an Israeli airstrike on a residential house in Beit Lahia, Gaza. Civil defense officials warn of a humanitarian crisis, citing fuel shortages affecting displaced citizens in designated areas. The ongoing conflict has claimed over 44,580 Palestinian lives. The Ukrainian army will receive over 30,000 advanced deep strike combat drones next year, according to Defense Minister Rustem Umerov. These precision drones are part of the resilience plan and funded by international partners, enhancing Ukraine's defense capabilities. Russian President Vladimir Putin has approved a security treaty with Belarus, enhancing cooperation within the Union state. This decision follows Belarusian President Lukashenko's earlier endorsement, as both leaders prepare to discuss further integration and security measures at their upcoming meeting. A powerful 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck Northern California today, prompting a temporary tsunami warning affecting over 5 million residents. The quake's epicenter was located offshore, with no significant damage reported despite several aftershocks. The tsunami warning has since been cancelled. Over 5 million people in Northern California are under a tsunami warning following a 7.0 magnitude earthquake near Ferndale. The quake struck at 10:44 a.m. Eastern Time, prompting alerts from the National Weather Service. BART has halted traffic as a precaution. French President Emmanuel Macron announced he will nominate a new prime minister within days following Michel Barnier's ousting in a no-confidence vote. This marks a historic political crisis for France, with urgent efforts to form a new government underway. New York police are utilizing extensive surveillance footage to investigate the shooting of United Healthcare's CEO, Brian Thompson. Cameras captured the suspect's movements before and after the incident. Authorities have released images of the gunman but have yet to identify him or establish a motive.